Oh, hey. Uh, let's take a look at the new releases this week. Hello, and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. My name is Sefton. Please like, share, and subscribe. Here are the games coming up May 23rd, 2023. The first game on the list is After Us. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. The content descriptions: fantasy violence, mild blood, partial nudity. This is a third-person adventure game in which players control a nymph trying to rekindle life on Earth after a widespread extinction. Players explore 8 environments while traversing platforms, solving puzzles, and avoiding hazards and occasional enemies. Some levels depict instances of mild violence, avoiding bear traps, ghoul-like creatures menacing characters, oil puddles with tentacles that grab players, gunfire from an unseen hunter. Large animal corpses are sometimes seen impaled by harpoons or hanging from meat hooks. Some animal corpses are stained with black blood. During the course of the game, players frequently encounter gray, statue-like representation of lost and extinct humanity. All statues depicted nude, although with no genitalia or nipples. The next game on our list is Farming Simulator 23. It's coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone. This is a farming simulation game in which players run a modern-day farm. Players use agriculture scenes to cultivate fields while harvesting and selling crops. The next game on the list is Miasma Chronicles. It's got on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: blood, language, sexual themes, and violence. This is an action strategy game in which players help a man and his robotic brother collect a substance called Miasma. From a 3/4 overhead perspective, players traverse post-apocalyptic cities, recruit party members, and engage in human enemies and fantasy creatures in turn-based tactical combat. Players use machine guns, rifles, rocket launchers, and explosions to battle enemies on and around grid-based environments. Battles are accompanied by realistic gunfire, explosion, and cries of pain. Some attacks are highlighted by a closer perspective that follows the character's bullet shot. Enemies emit blood splatter effects when hit. Some environments depict large blood splatter stains on the ground and or near corpses. The game contains some suggestive material: the ruins of a sex shop containing toys and inflatable dolls, signed with the phrases such as XXX, Mark X Toys, Pervert Parkers, fantasy creatures depicted with exposed buttocks. Swear words are heard in the game. The next game on our list is Star Trek Resurgence. This is coming on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: blood, use of alcohol, and violence. This is an adventure game set in the Star Trek universe. Players assume the role of 2 characters, First Officer Jara Jennings and the engineering crew person Carter Diaz, as they investigate a mysterious surrounding 2 alien civilizations on the brink of war. Throughout the game, players can make dialogue and action choices that influence the plot. Some action choices lead to violence, such as one scene in which a player can direct another character to break a prisoner's arm for information. Battles occur several times, with players dodging lasers, shooting phasers at enemies, or struggling to escape. A handful of sequences depict human and alien corpses. Some line in pools of pink blood with blood-stained faces or clothing. One scene allows players to choose whether to have an alcoholic drink with another officer. Now let's dive deeper into Maquette. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptions: alcoholic references, and lyric. This is a puzzle game in which players manipulate environments while following a modern-day love story. From a first-person perspective, players explore everyday problems in a relationship and use a variety of objects to reach new areas. Some of the conversations involve a couple mention alcohol. Accompanying song lyrics contain allusions and references to controlled substances and or drugs. And the last game on today's list is Lord of the Rings Gollum. It's got on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. The content descriptions: mild blood, mild language, and violence. This is an action-adventure game in which players assume the role of Gollum on a quest to obtain the Ring of Power. From a third-person's perspective, players traverse Mordor caves-like environments and avoid enemies and use stealth tactics to lure guards into traps and ambushes. Players also make dialogue choices on how to interact with characters. Some choices result in Gollum strangling enemies to death. Strangulation is also depicted during the player's stealth attacks. A handful of environments depict bloodstains on the wall. The word bastard appears in the game. And the rest of the game on today's list are also coming out, but no information was available. Please follow Parents Guide Gaming on YouTube and Facebook, and email any questions at parentsg2g@gmail.com. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe.